City and reaching out across America. It's the Late Joey Reynolds Show. Hey, Jay Sorensen, who are Joey's guests tonight?
Thanks, Shotgun Tom Kelly. Joey's got actor-singer Danny Aiello from the hit TV show Hot Bench, Judge Pat Domingo. With her new album, Remembering Mr. Sinatra, the award-winning and multi-talented Julie Budd, comedian and actor Stephen Scott, famed astrologer with predictions for 2017, Shelley Ackerman, cabaret star KT Sullivan, plus Broadway instrumentalist and conductors Charles and Anne-Britt Duchateau.
Now, from high atop Madison Square Garden, here's Joey.
That's Danny Aiello. He was there when we were on TV, so that's the lyric on this, right?
Yeah, it's a new lyric.
Yeah.
Joey Reynolds Show.
What a show. And we are going to be back on TV again. Danny left us in Times Square at the NASDAQ. I ran into him. He was hanging around with Spider-Man.
I haven't worked since. Could have that been the show? I don't know, Joey.
Now, I did something a little different tonight. I want to mention to everybody. First of all, I made a cheesecake.
Wow.
And I was famous for my cheesecakes, and I want to share this on the air. Now, I know it's radio, but
there's video elements.
There's a video component with Art Vuolo who's shooting a little bit of it anyway. Mm-hmm. We ought to shoot him. So we got this great cheesecake that I made down in Florida yesterday, and I brought it on JetBlue Airlines. And I want to share this with Mike Cave, who has been brave enough to fund the show. He and the pink tie and also this chocolate company and all the stuff that Mike has done makes this show possible.
Sure does.
We had to struggle to get back on the air because nobody in conventional radio wanted to just put us there.
They're afraid.
There's an exceptional talent. There's an exceptional talent.
No question about it.
And Martin Short is an exceptional talent.
Absolutely.
That is unbelievable. I mean, these are talented people.
Yes.
And yet they got all these yusses because they know Lorne Michaels, who got an American award. How do they give him an American award? He's a Canadian. What the hell are they getting? The Maple Leaf Award?
This world show done gone crazy.
It's like when we had the Paquito fight downstairs here. I went to that fight and the hockey game broke out. Terrible thing for the Rangers.
Joe, let me say that you're the voice of New York. You know that. Continue to be. And you're right. You're absolutely right. You should be on. And WABC is a fine station. I have nothing wrong to say about it. But they're remiss in not allowing you to have a more plum time, let me say. Not that this is bad. 9 o'clock on a Sunday night is wonderful. You probably have a wonderful listening audience, but more people should be hearing you.
They don't like older people.
But you look kind of good to me. You look like you're the Hollywood. You have some sort of a Hollywood look on your face. Are you tan?
He's got a tan.
That's not makeup, is it?
I go to Florida every week.
Look at you. You look like you're 35 years old, for God's sake.
Well, you know what I do? I have a picture of Dick Clark in the attic. And Michael Feinstein, who has also worked that place,
And Herb writes all those wonderful symphonic arrangements for me when I work with the symphony orchestras.
Yeah.
He's an amazing talent. He sends you his love. He wanted to come tonight. He had a cold.
Oh, that's what Danny said last time.
I said, I think you really need to hear from the expert on this.
Will you taste it?
Of course I will.
Okay, good. Now let me
I have no allergies to anything that I heard you put in there.
You're Italian. You could live off a vacant lot. I was friends with Cha-Cha, her husband, passed away last year.
Yeah.
And of course we're an item. But,
Okay, now. Page 6, where are you?
No, just joking. All right. Well, yeah, okay. I'll go for that. And then also there are others who work as security at the airport.
That's true, too.
They like feeling me up. And what I did was I was on the air on WOR all night long,
Mm-hmm.
So he made fun of it. He said, well, you're on when nobody's up and nobody hears you on the air.
That's not true. New York never sleeps.
No, and I said, yeah. Well, we do take a nap. And he says, you're on. Your career is over. You're not on the top of it.
That's jealousy when people tell you stuff like that. Who comes over and says that? Everybody listens to you.
Well, he said you're on at an odd hour. I said, well, you should talk. You're doing 2 to 5. All right, now we have somebody here I have had as a guest before. Mm-hmm. You know Shelley?
I've never met her, no.
Shelley, how are you?
Okay, it's been a while.
Yeah, it was very mystical.
We used to hang out in the middle of the night. That's my good side. Come over here. There were 4 people, one right behind the other, all looking down at their friggin' things, not even aware of anything, and just walking, like storming the Bastille, looking at their, have no awareness of anything. It's a problem.
I went this afternoon to Bleecker Street. I was at the bitter end. Of course, I've been at the bitter end a lot of times in my life.
A few times, yes.
Frozen is on its way. It will be coming to Broadway, I guess, March of 2018.
I was also on South Pacific. I've done...
That was my favorite. I saw South Pacific, and I was blown away. I think I saw the original when I was a kid with Mary Martin. Mm-hmm. But this one here was even better.
It touched a lot of people, and everyone had that story that they saw it or they were in a production of it as a kid, and you would see people my age or even younger, all the way to your age, when I'd be sitting in the pit, turning around at the end of the show, everybody was in tears.
And Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always it was a great musical. Rodgers and Hammerstein, right?
Yep.
Right.
It's in my contract that I work for Cheesecake, so I just want to make sure that's fulfilled.
Turn his mic off.
Goodbye, you're done.
And I want to thank Ellen Evans, soap opera star, for being here today. She fell, she had her fur coat on, so the animal got hurt. But she's all right.
We got to go, Joey.
Yeah, let a smile be your umbrella, but don't get a mouthful of rain.
The last dance for me.
From the Nouveau Fat Loss Studios, WPLJ HD3 New York, 77 WABC New York.